Hey, what's going on? Thanks for joining me. I'm RJ. You're awesome. This is the KRS 1020 from KGD Guitars. Does it suck? Well, let's find out. I purchased this guitar on Amazon for $127 on sale. With tax, it was about $139, which happens to be what it's selling for right now over at Amazon as I shoot this video. And the regular price, just so you know, is $159. When I went looking online to find more information about this guitar, I couldn't find much. The only thing I could find out for certain is the fact that it's made by Senstar. I couldn't find the guitar on the company website, but I did find the brand there. But that's all I could find. Thankfully, the Amazon listing is actually pretty accurate. So what we have here is a 22 fret neck with a 6-on-a-side headstock, which has what I believe to be 18-to-1 tuners. The single string tree is a roller style, and the nut I believe to be plastic. The back of the neck is a modern C shape, which basically means we have a 42mm nut and a relatively slim contour on the back that is the shape of a capital C. And the front, on the front of this neck, we have a relatively flat roasted maple fretboard. I don't know exactly how flat, but it is definitely the flattest fretboard on any guitar I have in here. And I've got a guitar in here that's supposed to be a shredded guitar. So I'm thinking it's around 16, maybe as much as 20. The frets are stainless steel, 22 stainless steel frets which have been properly crowned and leveled, and they have the rounded fret ends. And the guitar also this neck also happens to have the nut at the neck heel, just like you would see on a Charvel. The body is mahogany. The finish is your classic 3-color tobacco sunburst, or at least that's what it looks like. It also has a flame maple veneer. The pickups, we have 2 humbucking pickups. We have 1 volume control, 1 tone control, 1 3-way pickup selector, and a coil split switch. And a 6-point tremolo. The guitar looks really nice on the outside. How does it look on the inside? And how about the pickups? How hard are they? Everything seems pretty good so far, but how does the guitar sound? this point, we've had an opportunity to take a good look at this guitar, both inside and out. We've checked out the pickups, and we've heard it. But before you give me your opinion in the comments, let me just say up front, this guitar is pretty awesome. It is not exactly perfect, though. Okay? So the report card goes like this. Okay? From the top, the tuners, I believe, are 18-1, and they're pretty awesome. Okay? They don't suck. The single string tree is a roller tree. That's a nice plus. Okay? The nut, I believe, is plastic, but it does not get in the way. It's well cut, and when I use the tremolo, it barely goes out of tune at all. It's fully playable. It just doesn't stay perfectly in tune. It's close, so it's still playable, and that's remarkable for a 6-screw tremolo. Okay, the neck, really nice. The neck is supposed to be carbonized. I think that's just a marketing word for they stain the neck to make it look like it's roasted. Because there's a couple of little blemishes on the neck, because it's, ding the wall here and there, and those blemishes aren't roasted. So I would think the guitar neck is stained to look that way. The fretboard, however, I think that's roasted, and to make it look separate from the neck, I think they went ahead and maybe stained it a little bit as well. Whatever they did, it looks great, and it pops. It's really nice, okay? The fretwork on this guitar is excellent, okay? The fret's really, really nice. If you don't like stainless steel frets, though, because they give you a little bit of a jingle, a little buzz that some people can hear in the tone. It may not be to your liking, but they're really well done on this guitar. And the fact that the truss rod is located at the heel and not at the nut is a nice touch, okay? The body really is nicely done here as well. All right, I fully believe it's to be mahogany, and the pickups, well, you saw the output, and they sound great. I believe they have ceramic magnets. The switching on this guitar is really well done, with one exception, okay? And this is where one flaw comes in. The coil split switch is not an on-on switch or an on-off switch. It is a on-on-on switch. So what they've done here is they've set one setting for the coil split and 2 settings for humbucker. Not a deal killer, not a huge problem, but something that should be upgraded. And I'm going to do that with probably one of those Fat Boy switches. It's an on-off on switch too, so it'll give me kind of a kill switch capability in this guitar as well. Look for that in the future. But there's also one other issue with this guitar, and it has to do with something on the body as well. That's the grounding. There's a slight issue with the grounding here. It's not perfectly done. You get a little bit of a buzz when you're playing, and you don't put your hands on the neck. Clear sign of grounding issue. I'm fairly certain that that's coming from the grounding in the tremolo cavity, so that shouldn't be a huge issue either. None of this is a deal breaker for me at all. This is a really, really well put together guitar. It sounds well, and it does exactly what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to have a certain sound. This is basically a budget-friendly Charvel. It's got pickups with a little bit of extra bite and heat. They're hot. It plays fast. The fretboard's flat. It has all the little bells and whistles, and it definitely looks the part. So if you ask me if this guitar sucks, I gotta say, definitely not. This guitar does not suck. It's actually pretty awesome. Any issues that it may have out of the box are well worth taking care of yourself. Let me put it that way, okay? But if you ask me if it's an S-tier guitar, not quite. It's probably like an A-tier guitar. But we'll get to that kind of description in another video soon, because this whole does it suck thing has been coming, is taking a life of its own. But so we're going to work on a tier system. So look for that video. Anyway, guys, this is an awesome guitar. It does not suck. If you're thinking about picking one up, I'll put a link in the description. Remember, I bought this. I'm not getting paid by Amazon to sell you this. All right, guys? And with all that said, you've been awesome. I've been RJ. Until the next one, take it easy.